So because of that, do you expect him? And I remember talking to the Barrington brothers about the mission and how it affects you, at least fitness wise. You can be working out all you want, but you're not anywhere near facilities that are like what you're gonna be at in most cases. So because he's advanced now, does that mean he can maybe hit the ground running more after his mission in 2 years? Or, I mean, obviously they'll have a backup plan for that, but is that maybe better than most guys who would probably even still have to wait a year to get back in the rhythm of things?
Yeah, it's a good question because a lot of it's predicated on the timing of when they arrive back from the mission. If they're a player that say arrives in spring or summer, most likely they're not going to have enough time to recover and get their body ready to play Power Four football. So typically, you see a lot of Latter Day Saint missionaries come back they're going to be playing at BYU. Typically, they come back in November, December. They enroll in the school in January, and then they've got a lot of time to get ready for an upcoming season. And that's the expectation would be when Ryder Lyons would matriculate into the program would be in a January window. So he's got a full winter conditioning, all the phases in an off season to get ready for a given year. So that's, typically kind of the blueprint. There's not a specific roadmap for these return missionaries because you're right. I mean, it can change guys physically. You bring up the Barrington brothers. I think Clark lost 70 pounds when he was on his mission, and he had to completely overhaul his body. It took a full year and a half to really get back to a level physically where he could be playing in the trenches on that offensive line for BYU. So it'll take time, and it always there's a cliche term of missionary wall when it comes to guys that come back from a mission at some point in their recovery or getting back to what they used to be pre-mission. It just there's some ups and downs in the process, but BYU has a track record of working with those athletes, a higher volume than really any other program in the country. They embrace the missionary program. They want their athletes, if they want to serve a mission, they embrace that fully. It's part of the fabric of the school, and they believe, tied to the success of the school. So it should be a positive, but it is definitely an underrated aspect that it's difficult physically for guys to just assume they'll be back to their normal selves. It takes some time when they come back from the mission.